stories, more car lessons. You know, hope everybody's doing wonderful. As you come into the room, like, share, and subscribe, please. And we're gonna get this thing going. Y'all know what I do all the time. Say, I won't be before you long. All preachers say that. You know. And yeah, so we here, man. You know, in the dark, creep life. You know, I'm sitting here chilling, eating some watermelon. Y'all know nothing about that. You know. And we're here, man. So, man, my connection is a little janky. My connection is a little janky, but we're gonna work with it. Work with your boy, you know. Um, so it may be in and out, but rock with me. But shout out your city, all that good stuff. Hit the like button, you know, all that good stuff. But I hope everybody's doing wonderful, man. I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. I know I had as usual. My weekend was full of working, talking to people, you know what I'm saying, counseling sessions, ministry, you know the usual. It's good, pure love in the house. That's my weekend consists of. My week, rather. You know, trying to stay positive. You know, what I'm saying all the good stuff about what like going on in the world. Greensboro, Montgomery in the house. You know, that's my week consists of, man. So I hope everybody has a wonderful week as well. So today, man, we're gonna talk about why men won't commit. I would say why some men won't commit. And you know, what's good, Rissa Gillian? These just a few reasons. You know, just I've seen from guys I hear we talk about guys we talk about and things like that. They're not gonna be all reasons, and everything I say is not meant to fit every situation. You know, but you know, it should give you a general understanding of men as a whole. And this is more so directed towards like just men in general. Of course, I'm coming from a Virgo perspective because I am a Virgo. You know what I'm saying? You know, but we're gonna make it happen. Alexa in the house. JP in the house, man. Go in the house. But yeah, so I'm getting to this real quick, man. Cause I got stuff to do. But yeah, what I wanted to say, man. One of the biggest hindrances that make men not commit is they fear, kind of like I said before, they fear committing to the wrong person, or they fear getting in a relationship with the wrong woman, you know, and things like that. They want to be sure about what it is that they're doing, you know, because for some men and for a lot of men, it means letting a lot of stuff go. You know, that's a real thing. Now, of course, you got those men out there that just ready. You know, it's tons of men. I know y'all like, well, where they at? You know, but there's a lot of men out there that just ready. They're ready right now. They're ready to let it go. They're ready to jump in there. I'm telling you, I know a lot of them. I got a lot of brothers out here. They looking for good women. You know what I'm saying? And they ready marriage, all that good stuff. You know, and many times for a lot of men not being ready to commit, what I hear a lot of women say, oh, they just want to run the streets and they just want to do this and want to do that. That's not necessarily the case all the time. There are many reasons. And don't get me wrong, men love women. You know what I'm saying? And those things are hard to let go. We're gonna be honest about that. I'm not gonna lie and be like, oh, they ain't about women. Those things are hard to let go. But a lot of times, for the right one, God will let it go. You know. But more times than not, what hinders a guy from committing to a woman, a lot of times, maybe his finances don't be in place where he wanted them to be. Some things in his life are not in place as he wanted them to be, and he has things going on in his life that if he gets with a woman, it's gonna throw her off. Now, see, most time all the women just see is just, oh, we're gonna be together. You know, that's all that matters. That's all that needs to happen. Our guy's not looking at it like that. Guy's looking at, okay, I'm a man. Then when I commit to this woman, you know, I gotta hold things down like a man should. We're not in high school. You know what I'm saying? We're not just out here boyfriend, girlfriend. You know, I gotta do things. I gotta make if you a real man, if you a man of any substance, you wanna make sure your girl's straight. That's just naturally what you wanna do. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, ain't nobody trying to live like, you know, kings and queens. I mean, kings. You know what I'm trying to say, like super rich people. But I'm just saying, as a man, you want to make sure your girl is good. You want to buy things. You want to take her places. But more than that, you know, if she needs something, you want to make sure you be able to take care of her and hold her down. That's just what it is, you know. And if your own stuff not in place, that can hold you up until you sure enough that you have what you want to have in place. Now we know everything not gonna be in place, but you want to build to some things. But a man has to be at a certain threshold in life where he can feel comfortable about where he can feel comfortable about going into a relationship with a woman. You know what I'm saying? Also, other things that make a man not commit. He may be dealing with some personal issues, maybe mental issues, things he going up in childhood, things he's been fighting against for a while. These things will make men not commit to. Because men, especially black men have a lot of trauma in their lives that they're unhealed from, and some of them don't know how to get past it, and some of them are, you could say, are even afraid to get with a woman because they never been vulnerable with anybody. You know what I'm saying? They want to be, but they never had to relinquish that power. And if some of them think if they be vulnerable with this woman, will she use it against them? Will she see me as weak? You know, a lot of things a lot of men hear are, you know, oh, you need to be a man, you need to suck it up, stop acting like a punk. I posted this on my Instagram page the other day. Like horrible things that people say to men, like stop being a punk, you need to man up, just let it go, just get over it, and things like that. This is damaging to men because we do this all the time. You know, we hold up a lot of stuff and things like that. You know, and so a lot of people don't realize that. So sometimes this make a man not want to commit. You know, but another big thing that make a man not want to commit, and I'm gonna get to the things that make a man will commit, and I said some stuff last week, is maybe a woman not respecting his word, a woman not understanding who he is, and things like that. He may be dating her, trying to see what's going on with her, and things of that nature. You know, but you don't want to get with the woman, and she don't listen to him. She don't respect his word. This is very important to men. You know, a man can't commit to that. Also, letting a man be who he is. This is a great fear that men have. Getting in a relationship and not being able to be themselves. You know? So you still have to let a man be a man. And what do I mean by that? I know the first thing some of y'all gonna think, oh, what you mean he's gonna go out and run around with different women? What I mean by letting a man be a man is letting him be himself. You know what I'm saying? Let him have his time, let him have his space, let him have his freedom. You got to understand he's still an individual. Yes, y'all are a couple. Y'all got to do, I mean, as we get with somebody, you do have to do things different. You have to make adjustments. But you also have to understand how men are built, how men are structured. And I was talking to my homeboy the other day. You know, he's married. Been married for like, that's about 7 years now. And we was just talking, have a conversation. And he was like, he said even with his wife, sometimes, he said a lot of times, he said she understands that he needs space and time to himself. You know, he was like it frustrates him sometimes because they together all the time. He loves his wife. He like being with her, but he said sometimes she don't get that. As men, we like to roam. We like to be by ourselves sometimes. We like to have man caves because we need that to function. You know, no man, not too many, want to be up on a woman all day long. And if you're married, you can imagine that you're in the house together. So if he gotta work, and I said this last week, but he was like, "Yo, when I'm working, I'm working. When I have free time, sometimes she's scheduling my free time. Like, don't schedule my free time. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't get much of it. You know, all day I got somebody telling me what to do when I need to be here, I need to be there. When I get free time, I just want to be that. We got to take care of the kids. That's the normal stuff. The duties, we understand the duties of life, but um, men fear this because men are conquerors, men are builders. You know, and so men don't want to get with a woman, and she be the kind of woman that is always upset about him having free time and being with his friends or something, or whatever the case may be. You know, because these are the things that are going to make him function properly. It's almost like therapy. These are things that are going to make him happy. You know, and and when you got a happy man, you're gonna have a happy relationship. I'm telling you. And a lot of these conversations are not discussed a lot. it's always, you know, women need this, women need that, women need this, and I get it. But you got to understand from a male perspective sometimes. But that's a big reason a lot of times why men don't commit, and they don't want to commit because they don't want to. Like I said, they don't want to lose their freedom like that, man. I'm just talking about what I mean by freedom. I'm just talking about like freedom to be, freedom to exist how I am. You know, don't try to change a man, especially if he's been a certain way for his entire life. Now, what I mean by don't try to change, now if he's doing something negative, that's different. You know, but I'm talking about just like changing his core of who he is as a person. You know, now if you got something negative going on, of course you need to change that. But I'm talking about just who he is and things that he like to do, things that things that he truly enjoy. Don't take that away from him. Don't do that. Let that man enjoy his stuff. Be a part of it. You know, encourage him too because it's gonna make him happier and he's gonna treat you better. So all this stuff I'm telling y'all is make these men it make the men happy, and in turn it's gonna make you happy because he's gonna be happier with you and he's gonna treat you better. So it's really in your best interest to do this stuff and to understand this stuff, you know. But that's a big one, man. Letting the man have his space and freedom and stuff like that. You know, don't try to change him. Just let him be. Just let him be sometimes. Let him be and think. Man, sometimes my dad sometimes he just go walking. I do a lot of walking too. But sometimes my dad he go off walking. You know, he just be walking because he just need to be. My mom don't say nothing to him. She might ask him where he going, something like that. He'll just check on him or something like that. But he always did all his life just walking in the neighborhood, walking down the street. You know, he'll come back. You know, that's how it is. Um, but yeah, give that man that. Let him have that. But that's a big fear. Men they fear getting in relationships and losing themselves. You know, because women can take over, man. Women can really take over relationships, man. Take over a person's life for real, man. I mean, when you get with a woman, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but women really like can shut it down, man. Like you just like consume you with her love and just everything. It's hard. It's not easy. You know what I'm saying? I don't make it sound like a real bad thing. We like relationship. I like relationship. I like love. I like marriage. All that good stuff. But I'm just saying, you know, you want it in the right way. That's all I'm saying. And men know this. Men know dealing with any woman is a lot. It don't matter what woman it is. I don't care. Y'all hear me say this all the time. I don't care what woman it is, it's a lot. So you just gotta be ready for that woman or whoever she may be. But she also gotta understand who you are. And see, love the videos, you man Virgo. Hey, got some Virgos speaking up, man. Appreciate it. Genius is coming, you know. But yeah, so you gotta understand that men need that. And they fear certain things, and they just don't want to get with the wrong person and lose themselves. You know, they don't want to get with the wrong woman and be talked down upon. They don't want to get with the wrong woman and the woman be insecure. He can't do nothing. Like you're tagging him. You know, you're keeping tabs on him every day, everywhere he go. Men don't want to be treated like this. It's like get treated like a child. And I understand most of that is just pure love that you concerned about him. You just want to know what he's doing, you want to know where he at. I get it. Most of it really is harmless from women, but there are some women that go overboard with it. But I'm just even in it being harmless, you gotta understand what you're doing. You know, I mean, naturally, if you like somebody, you want to know what they're doing. But sometimes you gotta pull back from that because you're gonna make a man feel like a child. You know, and you're gonna make him want to hide stuff and lie about stuff that's not even lie. You know, that's not even like qualified to be lied about. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna start developing thinking he being sneaky and he's not being sneaky. He may just don't want to say nothing. I mean, I know I do it all the time. Like I do a lot of stuff. I don't say nothing to nobody. And people think I be being sneaky. And if you're a Virgos are very private. So, you know, everybody think all the Virgos are being sneaky, but really they just don't feel like talking. Or they just be going through. You know. But like this whole week, man, I've been hiding from everybody. You know what I'm saying? I've been hiding from everybody, y'all. Like I've been ghost. Cause I mean, you know what I'm saying? I be in my own world sometimes. I be going my own. I got a lot of stuff going on. I be like, you know what I'm saying? Like for real, I be disappearing. I be ghosting everybody, but it ain't nothing personal. You know what I'm saying? It just I have to get away. You know. But anyway, like I said, this is a big fear that men have. They just don't want to lose themselves, man. Like they don't want to lose themselves. It's nothing better than being with a woman who allows you to be you. You know. And so, like I said, some of these are some of the things that make men not want to commit because they just don't know. Like she gonna change. You know, another thing make men hesitant to commit is, you know, getting a woman, she letting herself go, and that's a really important thing. You know, that's a very important thing because this is how men are, man. We understand life happens. You know, people change with age and time. You know, we understand these things within reason. I get it, and the things I'm saying are not what's the word I'm looking for? Unattainable things. You know, they're not like astronomical things where, oh man, you being unreasonable or unrealistic. You know, but this is an honest fear a lot of men have. You know, just getting a woman, she's just letting herself go, not caring about her appearance, you know, her figure and stuff like that. And it's not shallow. I know some people gonna be like, oh, that's shallow, but it's not shallow at all. You know, it's not shallow because men are visual and this and that. You know, you don't. Again, I say this all the time. No, most men are not expecting nobody like a supermodel every day or anything like that. But 9 times out of 10, when you got him, you was looking good. You know what I'm saying? So you know, keep that. Just like if you 9 times out of 10, he got you because he was doing something that attracted you. And so, you know, if he stopped doing that thing that attracts you, you know, you're like, ah. Or if he stopped being driven, or if he stopped working, like just I don't want to work no more. You know, I'm good now. I got you. I don't want to work no more. I don't want. I'm gonna just sit around the house and just chill. You can be like, that's not what a man's supposed to do. I mean, it's just how it is. I'm just making a comparison, but so men fear that too. Men fear that because you don't want that to happen. But um, like I said, I'm not talking about natural age and time and stuff like that. But it shouldn't be like a drastic. It shouldn't be a drastic change. And we live in such sensitive times now. Of course, I'm not talking about if you're sick or something like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about normal stuff. You know, somebody be like, "Oh, I was sick and nah, nah, nah. Well, I had a baby now." We understand. You know, just keep it together. Cause I had some. I mean, I had some of my homeboys. They was with their ladies, man, and they got with her and got married and stuff, and she kind of let herself go. She had a couple babies, and now I get it. It's having a child is a you know it's a miracle to have a child, especially black women. You know what I'm saying? It's a miracle. And postpartum and all that good stuff, it's real. You know, it's very real. Each woman handles it differently. You know. However, there are support groups for women and things like that to you know keep things together. Of course, the um, the health of the mother and the child is going to be first and foremost. But at a certain time, at a certain point in time, it's time to get back in action. Just why, like, even with most jobs, they give you time to be away to be with your child. But at a certain point in time, they're like, all right, you got to come back with it, you know, and all that good stuff. So yeah, man. Yeah. So yeah, I had a couple homeboys to do that, man. It might get a little loud, y'all. Oh, hold on. I mean, but yeah. Continuing on with my story with that, and that kind of bothered them because they gave their wives a long grace period, even a couple of years, but they were just like, man, she ain't, what's going on? It's a real thing. It's a real thing. I mean, I'm not married. I never had to go through nothing like that. But it's a real thing. You know what I'm saying? And people deal with it. And so it's just a strong concern that men have. There's nothing wrong with talking about it. You have to be honest about it. And this is one of those simple. This is one of those sensitive topics that um, it's one of those sensitive topics that men be afraid to talk about it, because when they talk about it, people call them shallow. People call them Kevo, what's up? In the house, Christine in the house. But people call them shallow and this and that, or you're not a woman, you don't understand what women go through. You know, um, I think that's wrong. Now it's one way. If you're talking about it in a negative light, that's different. If you're a guy and be like, oh man, she had a baby and she looked that's different. Well, if you're legit married to your wife and you have concerns, stuff like that, then you should be able to voice your opinion, just like she should be able to voice her opinion about the things you got going on. This is a real thing. If you're in a relationship with somebody and something's bothering you, you got to talk about it. But it's hard, because we human, we got feelings and stuff like that. But I'm just here to let you know this is a thing. It may seem shallow, but it's not shallow, because we have examples. Everybody handles things differently. Don't get me wrong, but we have examples of people going through stuff and getting themselves together. You know, um, and there are a lot of things out there that can help us. You know, but I'm also speaking to somebody getting to a point where they just don't care. Just like if a man goes through something, right? It just said, man, he got a good business, good job, whatever the case may be. Y'all living a good life. He go through something traumatic. He lose his brother. He lose his mother. And he lose his motivation to work. You're gonna give him a grace period. You understand that, okay, this brother going through something. He needs some time to get together. He can't function right now. Whatever that was motivating him is gone. So now he got to find that motivation again. You get it. He may let himself go. He may stop being driven. And the person you fell in love with is not the same person that's standing in front of you. But at some point in time, you're going to be like, all right, I understand you lost so and so. I'm here for you. However, these bills are piling up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to need you to find that. Y'all feel what I'm saying? Y'all feel what I'm saying? So it happens on both sides. And it is. So what I'm saying is, it's not unreasonable. It's understandable, because we human and we feel this stuff. So I don't want to get too far off of my point. You know, these are just some things that men think about, Lucha in the house, about committing. They really do. And I think it's important to listen to them and understand, so you can avoid some things. Just like it's important for men to listen and understand, so they can avoid things. And it's not, and most times you shouldn't listen to to get angry and like, well, I don't care if a man don't want. Don't do that. Don't have that attitude. You know. And another thing, um, make men not want to commit is a woman who doesn't listen. You know, a woman who doesn't listen, a woman who can't listen. I saw a video today. Actually, it was a panel. It was a panel of women. It was a panel of men and women, and I think it was maybe about 5 or 6 of them all together. And they were discussing this one woman, and y'all may have seen this video. This one woman had she been in 8 relationships, and all 8 of her relationships were failed relationships. But at the same time, every one of those guys from those 8 relationships went on to get married directly after her, right? So she dated 8 guys. Each one of those relationships failed. But directly after those guys broke up with her, whatever the case may be, they went on to get married in their very next relationship 8 times in a row. And I think she was explaining her issue or whatever the case may be. And the women on the panel the majority of the women on the panel was making excuses. And the guy on the panel was trying to tell her, like, yo, this is the problem. You're not listening. She's the common denominator in this situation. And she kept making excuses and excuses and excuses. Of course, there are two sides to every story, but if you got 8 consecutive things, that means these guys wanted to be married. If you got 8 people back to back that went on right after you to get married, that means when they were dating you, those guys wanted to be married. They had marriage on their mind. Now if it happened one time, stuff happens. 2 times, okay. 3 times, like but eight times, and the women who were making excuses were the women who were not listening to the men who were saying like, "Yo, this is the problem." And that woman who had a relationship, she's a woman who did not listen. You know, and when I say listen, I don't mean like obey, and y'all know what I mean. You know, she didn't respect those men, and the men couldn't get with that. They couldn't see themselves marrying a woman like that. It was always something. You know, it was always something. So I'm like, yo, listen. I'm like, baby girl, listen and apply, because you can learn something. These men trying to tell you something, and these guys are not bum guys. They decent dudes. You know, with decent mindset, men of substance. Good guys. But 8 times, that's a shame to make excuses after excuse after excuse. But when you're that type of person, and it could be a guy or girl, when you're that type of person, nobody wants to get with that because it make it difficult. You know, and yeah, and it could be a case of she choosing the wrong guys, but those guys want to be married, man. So, and they were trying to tell her, and she didn't want to be led. That's another thing why men don't want to commit. Because I'm talking about this topic because I hear it a lot in the relationship world about how men don't want to commit. And I disagree. But I'm just giving you some reasons why. Like I said in the beginning of the video, some stuff may or may not apply to your situation. But it's a general reason. You know, but some women can't be led, right? I hear all the time, like, I want a man to lead. He need to lead me. But when it's time to be led, you don't allow it. You're jumping in the way. You know what I'm saying? You there's only one quarterback, on the team. You know what I'm saying? It's like you trying to be the quarterback and the coach. If you want him to be quarterback, let him be the quarterback. You know? Step aside or fall back a little bit and let him do it. Now, if you don't agree with what he's doing, then he may not be the guy for you. You know what I'm saying? But you have to allow him to do that. A man gonna be a man. A man gonna want to feel like a man. A man gonna want to lead his household. He gonna want to lead his family, and he gonna want to sometimes do this thing without question. That's how men are. You know, that doesn't mean that you don't have an input. That doesn't mean that every single thing I'm doing this and I don't care what you say. That's not what I'm talking about. Y'all know I'm talking about communication. I'm talking about we making decisions together and things like that and deciding on what we're gonna do for our family. But at the end of the day, if a decision needs to be made for the family and he's the final say so, you gotta let that man do that. I said this the other day. Sometimes you just gotta let him do it, even if you know it's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Just to build your man up. Now if it's something catastrophic, now don't just let something fall. Y'all know what I'm saying. But sometimes even if you see something maybe going wrong and he want to make the decision, sometimes just let him do it. If it's something that's not going to cause like major damage, is what I'm saying. Is because that's to build his confidence in you. That's to build his confidence in the family that you trust him. And maybe later y'all can talk about, like, baby, yesterday when you said we gonna do this, it ended up not being right. I respect what you got to say, but why'd you do it like that? Let's talk about it. Boom. That's a good way to approach that, and that shows him that, yeah, you don't agree what decision was, but you respect his willingness to decide. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. You gotta let him do it. It's ways to do it. It's ways to talk to him, because it's only gonna make him more confident in you. It's only gonna make him more confident as a man. It's only gonna make him more confident in the family. And if you got children, you know, you gotta your children gotta see a man leading, being confident, and the children need to see his mom letting him lead, allowing him to do that, because they got to see that balance. They got to see that respect. This is how you build respect between men and women, and your children also got to see him, respecting you, and getting those decisions together. You got to see this, man. This all this little stuff makes a big difference. Make a difference. You know, but men, think about this. Men, think about how is she gonna be when we have kids, and is she gonna let me be me? I'm gonna be a man. Because if he not seeing that before this, he gonna be extremely hesitant to move forward. Because no man gonna wanna do that. I'm telling you, And I seen this. I feel like I said this other day, but it's this post. Somebody put this post on Facebook, and it was two women around the same age, about the same body build and things like that. Um, One woman A was a very successful woman. She had a business, she had like an MBA, and she was a very successful woman, very successful businesswoman, very beautiful. She had a the categories. Her category was say she very successful. She got money, um, but she has a kid. The kid doesn't like you. He doesn't respect you. And she need this and that. She got to have this happen, and she don't want any more kids or something like that. On woman B wasn't an educated woman. Woman B was a woman. She was a woman who worked at McDonald's. She also had a kid, but the kid loves him. Loves the father. You can say stepfather. The kid loves the stepfather. He's teachable. She's approachable. She's willing to work. She's working on her business, or getting her degree, or whatever the case may be. She's working on, but she don't have it. But she, cook this and that. Da da da. And they said, fellas, which one you choose, woman A or woman B? From the comments I read, about 90% of the dudes chose woman B. And the women in the comments were pissed off. The women in the comments were pissed because most women would thought woman A would be the perfect match. And I guess on paper she would be. She got a business degree and she's smart, intelligent, she knows. But woman A was very stuck up. Woman A, you can't really do nothing with her. You can't, she has an attitude. Her kid doesn't like you, got baby daddy issues. You got to fight to be a man. She equal with you. Woman B, even though she wasn't nowhere near woman A, you know what I'm saying? She was probably a hood, but she's a peaceful woman. She's a woman, present. She's pleasant. She's willing. She's allowing the man to do what he got to do. Her kid loves him. You know what I'm saying? He's not like stuck up. She don't have no baby daddy issues. I mean, I was surprised. I was surprised the dudes said what they said in the comments. You know what I'm saying? I was surprised. But I understood it because men gonna choose peace every time. Because I'm telling you, at the end of the day, that's all men want is peace. I'm telling you, and men don't, some men don't really trip. You got a kid or not, whatever. Some do, some don't. That's their preference. But if you do, can we all get along? And that's a lot for the man to take on. Can we all get along? But that's very. I wish I could find that post. I'm trying to find it and share it, but it's not to disparage the woman A or to disparage her accomplishments, but when it comes to like choosing and linking up with somebody who you can peacefully walk with, that's what men gonna choose. Because woman A is a headache. Now I won't get me wrong. Woman A, she fine, she bad, she got it going on. Both of them fine, but she a headache. You know what I'm saying? Can't do nothing with it. And I just let you know. But that goes to what I was saying about commitment, why some men don't commit. And of course, there are other reasons why some men don't commit. Some men caught up with women, this and that. I'll just give you a few of what fellas I talk about, Okay. Technical difficulties as usual. But it's real stuff. It's real stuff. But guys that just want to commit, they want to be happy. We all want to be happy. But these things, I think you got to move them out of the way. to now some guys are just not ready to commit. I'm not gonna dismiss that either. Some guys are just not ready to commit. Some guys are not there. Some guys got all this a lot of nonsense going on. You gotta see which one it is. You gotta look at it. Punk ass, what's up, man? You gotta see what guy you're dealing with. You just see what the background. Like I said, it's so many reasons. And I was just trying to break some of them down, man. But like I said, if he got stuff going on in his life, like trauma and things like that, going back to what I said earlier, that it is gonna cause him to be hesitant because he don't want to bring you down. He wants to commit, but he don't want to get in it and have it crash and burn because he's not over it, and he probably just need to get help with counseling or something. A lot of men deal with that. That's a lot of men's problem right now. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling you. I've seen it. I've dealt with it. It's like, yo, I want to commit to her, dog. If I can just get over what I'm going through, if I can just get over this, man, she got me. But what he thinking about, he not thinking about. See, you thinking about like love and this and that. He not thinking about that per se. He thinking about, can this be successful in my state right now? You know what I'm saying? Where I'm at in life, can I really do this? Because he don't want to get in and have it fail. Yeah. Now everything is a risk, and you got to fix that. But I'm just giving you reasons. I'm not really making excuses, but I'm just letting you know what the reason is, just so you can have a better understanding of maybe what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times you have an understanding, you can do different things, you can approach it differently. And so I would say maybe have some conversations about, if you're dating, do whatever, just have some conversation with them about it, about what it really now got. A lot of guys not going to talk about it. I get it. Some guys, when you start talking about commitment, they shut down and shut up. I get it. But do a soft approach. Just ask him what's going on. Ask him his expectations. Ask him what he feels, what he sees. Don't be afraid to talk about it. Just ask him, is he going through anything, or why he can't, or what's causing him. What does he see for himself and things like that. You just got to talk about it. Because you'll be surprised when you start talking about it. You'll be surprised at the things he tell you. You're like, dang, really? Really, dude? You were like, I had no idea. I'm telling y'all, man. It's real stuff, man. It's real stuff. You're gonna be, like I said, you'll be very surprised at for some of the things he tell you. But I think it's important to talk about. But things that would make him commit is none of those things. You know what I'm saying? Just peace, love, and happiness, man. It's not really complicated. Every guy's different. But guys want a woman that's pleasant, happy, treats them right. I'm telling you, it's really the basic stuff. It's really the basic stuff. It really is. Now, of course, now you have a segment of guys that's huffing and let go of their past too. Men deal with a lot of that stuff they don't talk about. Boy, y'all have no idea the things that men did, but they just don't talk about. Again, you start talking to a man, you really get him to open up. You be like, whoa. Because a lot of men don't open up because they, people are, oh man, you being a punk, you need to be a man. Blah, blah, blah. We can't really safely, safe space, open up because, we got feelings too, man. We human too. So it's good. It's rare that you can talk to. I ain't say rare, but it's not a lot of women that you can really talk to without judgment. To give you a better understanding, women go through a lot of stuff too, right? And I know a lot of women with a horrendous sexual past. They've been through stuff. This happened, that happened, children, whatever the case may be. But I don't judge them. I talk to a lot of women about their situations, and never once did I judge them. You know what I'm saying? And while a lot of women come to me to talk about stuff, because they know that I'm not going to judge them. So a lot of times a woman, they want to be with a guy who they also can find a safe space with. They can talk about things with. Now it is a little different from a woman talking to a guy about certain things, because especially if it's sexual, because a lot of those things are hard for guys to hear if they want to commit. So with guys, you have to be you can't be as descriptive, you know what I'm saying, with what you've been through. Now some guys you can. You just have to know and discern what guys, if you see it's about a guy, you know what I'm saying, this and that, or whatever the case may be. You don't have to be a descriptor. You gotta understand a man is still a man, you know. And if he likes you and love you, it can be hard for him to hear, you know, somebody else doing something to you, you know, laying it down, something like that. You ain't trying to hear that, man. You know, be like, all right. He's like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You was talking to Mandingo King, and you know he took you to the moon every night. I get it. You know, I don't want to hear about it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you know, cause women now look, women got some stories. Men can't handle women's stories. Women got some stories. You know, I be clutching my pearls. I'm like, what? You know, he did what? You trying to add up? You trying to add it up? Like, I don't know about that. Let me see. You know what I'm saying? So, ladies, just keep it cool. You know, I mean, but you know what guy? I mean, some of that shit you can talk about stuff. You know, but you don't have to be descriptive. I ain't like me. I don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? I want to know, but I don't want to know. You know what I'm saying? I do, and I don't. Cause you hear, especially if you're in love. I know we're taking a turn. I know this conversation taking a turn right now, but I gotta get off my chest. I know one time I was dating a girl. I was in love with a girl, man. You know what I'm saying? And we got somehow we got on a conversation about her past and this and that. And she just went to talking. Well, yeah, he did this to me. I'm like, whoa! I feel like somebody shot me in the heart, like pow. I was like, oh, somebody please call 911. Oh, he did that to you? My precious flower? You know what I'm saying? My baby, my queen. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, I'm ruined. Everything is ruined. I'm like, what you doing with me? Then, you know what I'm saying? Like, dang. You know? I like what happened between you and you know, Donkey Kong? You know, what happened between you and him? You know what I'm saying? Women got some stories, boy. What y'all be doing out here? You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo. But yeah, you know, he had me on the roof every night, and you know, my feet was hanging off the balcony, but it's cool, you know what I'm saying? I don't like him, I don't want him no more. I don't like he came around. He like, whoa, what? What? Y'all was on a ceiling fan. Y'all was what? You know what I'm saying? She's like, yeah. And women just talk about it casually. But yeah, you know. But that's just DeAndre. He ain't nobody. Man, I mean, one time I was dating this girl, and she like, man, he's like, yeah, my ex boyfriend be calling me sometime, this and that. You know, I mean, it didn't really matter. You know, I'm like, okay, well, handle it. You know, that's your phone. You handle it. You know, I mean, I heard, I was concerned, but I wasn't like, you know. And she showed me some pictures one day. She's like, yeah, this is I'm just making up a name. Like, yeah, this is DeAndre. I like, this dude was like 6'5", dark as the night sky, muscles. I like, what in the where did you find this dude at? Who making humans like this? You know what I'm saying? Dude like Shannon Sharp. You know what I'm saying? I was like, that's your ex-boyfriend? This the dude that all the stories you were telling me about? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hold on, huh? Why are you with me? I mean, I know you with me. I'm just saying. I'm like, dang. I was like, yo, this dude is really. No wonder you can't get your mind right. Let me go to the gym or something. Let me go do some push-ups. Goodness gracious. I'm a $155 soaking wet. You know what I'm saying? I was like, bruh, it be funny. Stuff like that be happening, man. Like, women got some stories. Like, women's stories be funny. And y'all tell stories in a funny way. Like, women tell stories in a funny way, especially about their past. Man, I'm like, tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? For real. Yo, I'm just talking to people I talk to. I done heard some stories. I'll be like, yo, like, world. I'm like, man, I don't know. I was like, I don't know why you with me. you know what I'm saying? Like, what you looking for? You know what I'm saying? Clearly, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I got confidence in myself. I'm just saying. You know, this is a hard left turn. This is all I'm saying. You know, for real. I mean, it's like going from like church girl to stripper. Like, bro, what's on your mind? You know what I'm saying? But it's funny, y'all. I mean, this stuff be happening, man. But yeah, y'all women's stories be funny, man. I'll be like, yo, you ain't no way you did all that. But yeah, I was young. I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my language, man. You ever sit and you would just sit down and just talk to a woman about stuff. It's interesting, man. Cause I got some homegirls. I got a homegirl who I be talking. We real cool. We just friends, and we be talking about stuff. And this girl done been through it. She don't look like I'm like, yo, ain't no way you did all that. Like, y'all was where? Y'all did what? I be trying to act mature about it. I be like, oh, okay. I'm like, God, and he did. And what happened? How many times? I'm like, ooh. How many people? And y'all use what? And I was like, God. You know what I'm saying? Serious, y'all. It be happening, man. So, ladies, y'all I mean, you don't have to be so descriptive. You know what I'm saying? He get it. He understands. He get it. I mean, yo, I mean, for like one time, like, I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, this girl I was talking to one time. I know I got a lot. Y'all know I got a lot of stories, man. Some of this stuff are overlapping. So I talked to this girl one time, man. And she was just talking about stuff she liked. I don't know. It just took a left turn. You know what I'm saying? I was paying attention to her, but I was doing something at the time, right? I think I was doing some work or something. I was writing something. I don't know. I might be doing some grad papers, some grad school papers or something. And she was over there just talking. Like, yeah, da da da. I was listening, but you know how guys be. We listening, but we don't really be listening to something sticks out. You know what I'm saying? Until something sticks out, and she was saying something. And she like, yeah, I like this and that. She like, I like when something. I can't even say what she said. And I was like, what? I was like, I looked at her like, I was like, you what? She's like, yeah. I was like, what? So the next thing I thought, like, well, who did you do that with? And when? You know what I'm saying? Why am I here? And how did we get here? Let's look at the roadmap. What did we, you know what I'm saying? What did we make this left turn at? I got stories for days, y'all. I'll be like, what? I'm just as surprised at y'all. I'm like, wow. You know what I'm saying? It just be like, cause I mean stuff. I don't really think about this stuff until they say something. I'm like, y'all know I'm way off topic. Y'all be getting me off topic. I mean, it all kind of fits together, but I'm way off topic. But it's real life. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking about the stories that men have, and the men have stories too. But men's stories are more of the same. You know what I'm saying? Men's stories like, oh, she look good, man. I had her like this. I had her like that. ABC, good night. So men's stories are more the same. They get a little more graphic, a little less graphic. We always be telling the same story, but women's stories be, women's stories just be all type of plot twists. Like, how did you end up here? Like, how did you end up on a roof? Handcuffs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for real, it's funny. To me, it's funny. I be laughing about stuff. I be laughing about stuff. But like for a guy story, we more the same. Guy stories don't really get interesting until they start talking about like love and stuff like that. Surprisingly, you know what I'm saying? Because that's when they get a little caught up, or they dealing with multiple women, this and that, or something like that, or they trying to do this, trying to do that. that's when it gets real interesting because they start to get off base and stuff like that. And the boys be having on, man, go talk to it, dog. You know, or they be plotting. You know, I remember, especially in college, man. I mean, the fellas, you know, we have a lot of like fellas conversation in our dorm room because we had like co-ed dorms, and so sometimes we be having like fellas talk, and some of the chicks to come in there, they be talking too. They be telling their little story. They be like, you know, we think we have stories, but they be having some stories. We like, ain't no way. Like, well, what y'all be doing out here? I done heard some things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you say brother stories wild. Yeah, but guys, we got some wild stories too. Guys have some wild stories. I be smiling at everybody's story. I be like, what? I got a homeboy who, especially in college, yo, like he like a silent assassin, man. It like I feel like, yo, when did you do all this stuff? I be with you, and I don't see this. Like we could go in like into like a restaurant or something. It'd be a girl there. She might be attractive. Like be an attractive girl there. You know, some time pass. We leave the restaurant. He like, yo, you see remember that girl in there? Like, yeah, you know, the cute chick, yeah. I got her number. I'm like, what? When? You know what I'm saying? Like, you was in the bathroom. I want to talk to her. You know. I'm like, hey. And, you know, he like, yo, you know so and so? You know Tanya? Like, Tanya? Like, yeah, man. You know, you know. Like, yeah, I be with you. When you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man. You had went to lunch. You know, it happens. I'm like, dude, we knocking. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, but I be hearing people's stories. I be like, yo, what y'all be saying to each other? You know what I'm saying? It's funny, y'all. You can get around some dudes sometimes. You listen to them talk. It's hilarious. It's very hilarious, and you can learn a lot too by listening to men's stories. Like it'd be funny, and sometimes it'd be wild. But if you willing to sit there and listen, you're gonna learn some stuff. And you're gonna hear some wild, crazy stuff. You know, and if you give them the okay to talk how they want to talk, it's gonna get wild. You know, most guys be like, look, we got a lady in the room. You know what I'm saying? Don't say too much. You know. But if you be like, look, man, y'all talk how y'all want to talk, I'm here to listen and give my little input. They be like, word. Be like, look, oh, you know, because now you one of the guys. You know. But yeah, on the real though, you should listen to men conversations sometimes because it gets wild, but you learn a lot. In the wildness, in the comedy, in the chaos, you learn a lot. You know, you learn how they really feel about stuff. Cause we joke, but we be for real at the same time. You know, it's all fun and games. You know, but yeah, man, I gotta do it. Look, y'all, I've been on here too long, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, you know, it be going down. But those are some reasons why men don't commit. But like I said, men will commit. You know, they got the right one. Just love, peace, happiness, support. They really just want the basic stuff. It's not really hard. Thanks, it's not hard, but the things that get a man to commit are those things: love, support, understanding, peace, harmony. You know, but a man also has to be in a space to commit. Don't because you could be doing all those things right and still won't commit. So sometimes it's him. You know, it's don't rule that out. And if you're doing all the right things, you're not doing it. Don't look at yourself. Don't look at yourself as a bad person. Sometimes things don't work out like that. You know, never forget that you still only one half of the equation. You know, because sometimes, man, like all the stuff I named, he may be going through all this stuff. It's a lot. It's so many factors. But like I said, the key to it is just talk about it, so you get a better understanding of just where he at, what he's feeling, what he's going through, all the good stuff. You know. So yeah, man, y'all be blessed. You know, I hope y'all had a good time laughing at my stories and stuff like that. I got stories for days, man. You know what I'm saying? I might need to start a Patreon or something so I can talk like I want to talk. You know what I'm saying? But it's funny. But anyway, man, y'all be blessed. Holla at your boy. Like, share, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Do all that. Hit the like button before you get out of here. Or the boogeyman gonna get you tonight if you don't hit the like button. But y'all scared of the boogeyman. Link. You know what I'm saying? Oogie boogie. But anyway, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Share boy some love, all that good stuff. And we out.